I Doamba Jordan, I'm Serena, a guest, Zarapatoma with a guest. I'm so excited to speak to this young man. His name is Trigger Marandikoto Dobudisa. Nikoto Dobudisa Mazina, Luri Rusatu Toma. Ilizina Lori Trigger Libagay.
Zinalo fi Trigger Lobvangori. In a ghetto, whatever you funga fast. So a trigger, when you press it, it makes the bullet move so faster. So I make sure people became famous so fast, and then I make sure the talented they were exposed to the world the way they have to be.
Oh wow! So that's where the word trigger comes from.
Yes, okay. That's where it comes from.
Karde Kamadzina, your given names. What are your names?
Nangamadzina ndifemuda Junior. I'm from Ilium. I grew up there. Then I realized that I have something God which gave me, which is gonna change the world, is gonna make the mark in the world. That's where I decided, okay, I'm Dao Junior, which is a filmmaker, and then Venda or Limpopo will have more films because you are here in the world.
I am so grateful for you and your work. I love your work. You have a YouTube channel where you share your work, you share your films. I love even the way that you do the trailers. Yes, I am a fan of your work. Let's start at the beginning.
Yes.
Matumuntomunya mapongori. Isu camera no dobarini zangalero la filmmaking lotakwagai.
Okay, no, I loved acting and dramas when I was at church. I grew up in church. Yeah, my mama was forcing me to go to church every Sunday. I didn't have a choice. I have to join Sunday school and all those stuff. That's why I started doing dramas with some other kids at the church, and then that's where I started feeling okay. I'm good when it comes to this. When I go to school, we did some arts and culture project where we are acting and all the stuff. A lot of people were saying, man, you're good. That's where I realized I have to do something about it, though I was a singer. But when I reached the stage of, I think I was doing grade 11, and then that's where I started writing movies by myself, because I was starting to lose hope on music, and then I started saying, okay, let me write movies, because I love unity. I love people to become together and build something which will last forever in the world, and then we became part of history. That's where I started writing. I think it was 2015. And then I didn't get a chance to get a camera and hold it with my hands and do something with it. But my mama bought me a camera when I think it was 2021. That's where I started doing a lot of films, Bloody Raise Evidence. There are a lot of movies. If you visit Lions Empire Media channel on YouTube, you're gonna get it.
Wow, thank you so much to Mom for being supportive, because the films are really cool. And then what films do you like to watch?
Wow, that's a tricky question. I love every genre actually, because my goal is to satisfy viewers and audience when they watch. Actually, I just want everyone to relate. So I can do painful stuff, which shows the sad side of life, and then I can also do the scary stuff, which shows, okay, yeah, some people are violent and they can do scary things, but every time when I do something, I have to leave a lesson there. Okay, this is what you have to learn. It's not good. You have to do it this way. And then we all both gonna see the both side of the situation every time. So I love those kind of genre. Actually, all the genres. I can't say I love one genre. I can specify.
And you come back arali mutadoli musuri move onone na funesa onene ngawona nchudo volora usanene DC kamsibito ngabamwe bathu ningari ndopia.
One movie we went to Africa. It's called the Nation of No Beast. A Beast of No Nation, sorry to say. Yes. I love African movies which are having some terrorism and everything. I mean the war of Africa. I think the way to fight the war is when we talk about it. That's why I love that movie. When we see how painful everything it is, that's where people became sad and see, oh, this is not right to do. Yeah.
And then Kariambe Futinga comes your own message. Is there a message that, do you think actually,
Yes.
do you think Uri, a movie has to have a message?
Yeah. A movie could have a message. There's no way.
Yeah.
If you are a good writer, you should know how to make people learn and how to relate with people, and then how to satisfy an audience. So I think yeah, it's like that.
Okay. This question is very important. You work with so many people. I know putting together cast and crew can be a lot.
Yeah.
Working together on set can be a lot. Things don't go as planned.
Exactly.
You know, things happen that you did not plan for. It's a lot. What has been your experience with working with so many different people?
I realized when I was doing a lot of projects, that's where I was able to have a strategy to tackle everything. I encountered a lot of problems when I was starting. A lot of movies were not finished because some of people just end up saying, okay, we can shoot tomorrow and finish up, and then they didn't show up tomorrow, and then it was so difficult. Then I realized I have to have a contingency plan always. So when I'm shooting, I can call you as my main character, but I'm also having another main character, which I know the person is very fast, the brain is very bright. If I can say, okay, I'm giving you a script now, act now, they're gonna act. And then I give you a script, and then I know you can take long to get along with that script and understand it, because I read brains. That's what I do when I'm managing everything. I always make sure I know each and every person, how they think, how they want their things to go, and what they love, what they hate, so that I can accommodate them and make them feel comfortable and work without a pressure.
I still have so many questions. I'm going to ask you one question, and then I'm going to play some music. Let's talk about content creation, because you're also a content creator. Your content, your films, you share them on YouTube. How did you start doing that?
I started writing, I think it was 2009, but I started shooting on 2021, and then when I started doing that, it was so difficult, but everything went as planned by God, and then I really appreciate how everything just happened. I mean, sometimes you will feel like you disappeared in your body, God entered in your body and do whatever thing you want to do with His kids. Because sometimes the things you say, the things you think, and let those people do it and everything. It's amazing. It's a God's grace, actually. I can't say it's me because I'm perfect. It's God within me. Yeah.
Oh, I love your story. I want to hear more. But in the meantime, let's do a little bit of a dance. Stone Boy, more of you on the Saturday Link. I am having a hell of a time. I literally got carried away off air having a conversation and trigger our enemy when I'm on the Saturday Link. Really enjoying having him as a guest. It's so cool to hear about filmmaking, and filmmaking in particular never pendo but whenever cool telling our stories in our language and sharing them with the people that need to see them. Some of the themes that you deal with are very sensitive. Why do you choose some of the themes? Because ndizino the subject dzinengamanda bathu bazithatha.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I make sure for every story I tell is unique. Actually, I go and search or in the mini channel other actors and other writers are not talking about, and then I start to go through that thing and see how can we take it to people, how can we make it only even more fantastic when people are listening, are watching it and everything. So I believe acting or movies are the reflection of real life. So there are things which are happening in Limpopo. People in KZN, they can't see what's going on here in Limpopo. So we are the ones. We are chosen to make sure we tell our story in our own way, because we are the unique breed that Jehovah created. And then he wants us to make sure, okay, what was happening and then what was not told. And then we come and fill that space. We tell those stories which are not being told. And then we are unique breed.
Okay. Ekariambe zvino ngavathu vanena vone vakutotodziwana kamsi chitori choni chimudzurapa kana chomudzurapa mukurweni chitori unacho ukutoda nikwamba before, and it's so crazy ngori before ndikundibuzanga filmmaking chiti chenatomanga chondomwara.
Yes, ndotomanga umwara.
Kariambe ngaumwara process ya umwara uri ihani mutu kutozvitisa ani arara chikunya nguri avekanye makungu awe kafilm yawe inakunya kuishoot.
What I do is that I write the whole story before I put it on the paper. So a writer must know how to write a screenplay and how it's different when we are writing a book. Because when you are writing a screenplay, there is a beginning, there is a middle, there is an end, which looks like the same as the book or Ma'aneya and all those kind of stuff. Mara, it's not the same, because when we talk about movies, writing a movie, there is Act 1, there is Act 2, and then there is Act 2B, and then there is Act 3. And then different things are happening there. If you can know mwanewa dendere ndimini chene chawa important kaye, and then we see that in the beginning of the story, and then when we go to the middle of the story, we see the challenge musi mwanewa dendere chawa nechila chitu, and then we see a turning point. That's Act 2B, where we see an actor akotiyojia a different direction because of a new situation which has happened. And then we go to the end where the problem is very, very, very extremely unsolvable, and then boom, it's solved. So writing a story is a tricky, and you have to go through some other stories and see the different, and then how is the common of it, and then you have to make a research on YouTube maybe about how to write a story and everything, and then on internet and all those kind of stuff. And then I've worked with a lot of writers. I've produced a lot of movies which are not written by me. I first produced a movie which was written by John Gadis Mashudu, and then it was a very amazing story, because I was just a director. I didn't have a control of how the scene is gonna go, but I loved how he wrote everything. And then I also shot another story for this girl. It's called Shadow of Sorrow. She's from Jarere. She's called Nevombe Jubilant. And then it was amazing. And then I worked with a lot of people who are successful. I worked with Limpopo Cinema. I felt so good there, because every machine which I ever dreamed of is there, and everything is there. And I've worked with Musiwa Makumbi. I learned a lot of things there. And then he's a successful filmmaker too. And then I'm very excited for God bringing these people to me, and to say these things in Choice FM. It's a blessing to me.
I'm so happy to have you here because I'm a fan of your work. First and foremost, I'm a fan, just as somebody who loves film, who loves who loves good content. Yes. I enjoy your work. So I want you to think about a question for a moment. I'm going to be asking you some advice, some words of encouragement to people who are just like you, but something like a YouTube channel where people can go and watch the work that they do. But something like that.
Yes.
Please One moment. What advice? Think about
Okay,
it.
I'm thinking about it.
Comrade Pindulo, I asked the question. Pindulo.
Yeah. First of all, I will say, Limpopo, we are not privileged. We don't have SABC here in Tondo. We don't have those kind of funding and all those Gauteng, what and everything. But we are special, and we are here to leave a mark in the world. And then don't doubt yourself. You are the greatest, and then you are here to make a difference in this earth. The thing which you have to tell yourself is that I will do it no matter if I don't have anything. Actually, we will use whatever we have as a Limpopo to do what were not expected of us. And then if you believe it's possible, you don't have to be afraid, and then you don't have to tell yourself, well, it's not possible. It's possible. You are the one. You are the one. You are chosen to make a difference in this world. Feel it in your heart when I'm saying this, because I'm talking to you. And then when I'm talking to you, if you're the one, you will feel it in your heart. You are the one to change the world. So don't lose yourself, and then don't lose hope, and then focus on yourself. Think about you too much. Plan. Don't be just there on the world and say, okay, yeah, I will wait for God to make a miracle or whatever thing. Tell yourself, it doesn't matter how long it takes. You will achieve it if you're telling yourself that you will achieve it. It's up to you how you plan, and then you don't plan big. You plan small, and then that small thing, you see big thing inside it, and then you know, if I put my foot on this step, and then I climb another step, I'm going up. You are climbing, you are going up, you are climbing, you are going up. You are the one. Feel it in your heart, you are the one. You just have to make sure there's no one who's coming to save you. You are the one who have to save yourself, because God gave you everything. God gave you everything. That brain of yours, it's a wonder. It's amazing. It can do a lot of things. See, there are people who are creating cars. Do you know that precious of brain God gave you? You can also create a car. You can also create something. So tell yourself, okay, I love this. I'm passionate about this, and then find the weak point and strong point of it. That's where people are going to see you're the best. Actually, me, I don't believe there is a gift. I believe that we love something, and then we know the strong points and weak point. People start to say we are talented about that thing, because it's up to us. It's up to us. We were given that authority.
I have had so much fun
Yes.
talking to you. I've had so much fun. It's so nice, especially after watching something and then now speaking to the person who was part of making it. It's such a cool experience.
Yes.
What else is next? What would you like to achieve?
Yeah, there are a lot of things which I want to achieve. Actually, if I just pray every day, if somebody can see what we are doing and bless us with equipment, we were going to change Limpopo, we were going to change the world as a whole. Because I was going to shoot every day. Now I try to apply for a lot of funds. I'm not getting anything. I try to go NYD and all this organization which they say they will help me. I'm not getting any help, but I'm not gonna give up. I'm strong. I'm here to leave a mark in the world. I'm here to leave a mark in the world. I'm not going to give up. So I'm saying we thank God, and then we hope God will bless us and make sure that He talks via us. And then it's amazing being here. It's a blessing being recognized and everyone watching your movies and everything. It's a God's grace. So we thank Jehovah for His work. It's not our work. We're just there to deliver, but it's a God's work. We really thank God.
Okay, and then finally, where can people connect with you? Now, come see, actor, all kinds of things. They want to see what you're doing. They want to connect with you. They want to speak to you. Where can they get in touch with you?
Okay. There is a group which I created for actors. That's where actors I group every actor. If you see, you maybe there are people who text me on Facebook, man, who wanna act, and then I say, okay, I will add you on this group so that whenever I'm looking for actors, whenever I release the story, I go there and say, okay, I'm looking for actor 1, 2, 3, and then this kind of age, there must be this kind of age and all the stuff, and then they send the monologues, and then we go for shooting and everything. But they can find me on Facebook. My name is MJ Trigger on Facebook, and then there is a page which called Lions Empire Media, and then they can also find us on YouTube. There are my numbers there, and then there is an email on Lions Empire Media channel, where we post our movies always. And then they can also okay, also in internet they can, I have a website which is called Lions Empire Media. They can also get me there, and then we can talk about everything. My numbers are 076 57 944 85 076 57 944 85.
Thank you so much. Best of luck with everything. Come back, please. When you have a new movie, you want to talk about it, come back with the cast. let it be a whole thing, so we can get the people excited about the stories that we tell.
Yeah, the day before yesterday, we were cooking something called Aunaj Piri.
Yeah.
It was the main character, Panisha, here in the studio.
We have Panisha, he is an actor.
Yeah, he's an actor.
I hope to
a good one.
A very good actor. So I hope to secure him for an interview so that we can have a real open conversation with him. There's so much I want to ask him. So little time. So I'm going to make sure that he comes back to studio so he can share his story with us. Because also I want to know his story. Where is he from?
Yeah, it's from Helium.
You come from now so space so that people can get to know him, and all of the things on the Saturday on Chess FM as well as NHFM. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Best of luck. And up next on the show, I have, as we get into the next of the show, we are going into a musical space. We are going to be speaking about music. I know music. The music, yes. In the next of the show. Right now, Super Africa with Love Satisfaction, starting off our next music play.